Greetings again. My name is Dennis Otieno from Spartan Photography Kenya. And today just want to share my personal story. I've realized that it's been long since I shared it here online. It's been an amazing journey, and I will say for me, what started out as a passion has now grown into a business that I love, and I learn about it every day. I'm still learning about it. We're not yet there, but yeah, we thank God for the far. So, how did my journey start? My journey started as a passion, as I've mentioned earlier. I had a friend back then in school who had a camera in our room, and we were just experimenting and taking images, and something clicked into my mind. And I'm always a person who is always online. I love electronics a lot, so I had a smartphone. I'm always online, googling and researching on what will I do after school? What will I do even after graduating and getting that certificate? Will I get my first job instantly? What are the possibilities? So I started researching on that, and what I found out, especially, I had friends who had already finished school, and we were talking so much about it. And what I found out was it's not easy getting a job, and that that basically is what inspires my stories. I shed light on what people don't want to speak about. I shed light on what people don't want to see, and I act as a bridge between the people who are vulnerable and the people who can really help out in such. So by this, I was very interested in capturing real life. I wanted to tell stories of where I come from, Dandora, which has the biggest landfill. And we still have the 1940 story of about how Dandora is a bad place. Dandora is a place that has high level of crimes. Dandora is a dirty place. I wanted to change this narrative because in a real sense, it had changed. That is not where I come from. In the recent years, the place has really changed. And the people who have visited are amazed at the changes that have happened in this place. I would say I've taken part in changing the narrative, of which at the end of the day, I'm very glad about it. So when I started out, I practiced daily in school. We were taking images for, back then it was a bit good. It was 50 shillings, maybe for an image. Someone comes, it was sort of a fashion, a random fashion shoot. Just you come with your best clothes, we do the shoots, and then later on you get the images. So we didn't have a fancy camera. As I said, I was using a camera that was owned by a friend. And then somewhere around fourth year, something clicked. Now take this seriously, and you need to get a camera. And I started looking for ways of getting a camera. My sibling was already also finishing his high school when I was in fourth year. And I told him, maybe you guys know him by name, Kevin Ochieng. I told him, man, we need to get a camera because we need to get out of the world. I'm finishing with my school. You're finishing with your school. What are you going to do after? So this is what we know to do. We know how to do. And him, he didn't have any idea about photography or anything. So we we collected money from other sources, and then we bought our first camera. Um, it was around 18,000 Kenyan shillings. 18,000 Kenyan shillings. You can now tell it was not really a fancy camera. It was a very old camera. And then I was still in school, so I would tell him, so now we should get clients for shoots, and then yeah, start earning with it. So we'd usually kuchanga, we were saying, tulikuwa tunachanga clients, look for around 4 or 5 clients within a week. Then on the weekends, we get a random location and then just call all the clients to that place and then shoot. So this was the thing that we used to do weekly. So during the week, the work was just to get clients for the shoot. And what I learned about that is the camera is not just an equipment, and there's wear and tear. At Q, we had a very old camera, so the camera was under heavy use, and it was getting spoiled. So how do we earn good money from all this so that we could replace this camera again? So again, my artistic side clicked. I was a pencil artist. I used to draw people. So how do we tell real stories? How do we capture real emotions? How do we put value in our work? We decided to just go fully on the conceptual photography style, not knowing when we will get clients, how we will get clients, or who will be our clients. And we started by our own place, which is Dandora. We highlighted all the societal issues that were happening in that place. And I would say what I've really learned is that consistency beats all. Consistency beats talent. Consistency beats everything. People will want to see, have you been doing this? What have you been doing over the years? Is it something that you're passionate about? And we started winning photography competitions. We acquired new cameras. We upped our game. We recruited people into the group. And then now Spartan Photography Kenya was born. Remember, this all we were doing, it was self-taught. Everyone was just going to YouTube and just learning from the YouTube videos. And personally, what I know, because I wasn't taught by anyone, I didn't have a mentor while starting my journey. And most of the mentors back then, I would say they were unreachable. You couldn't maybe reach them. So what I would say is that everything that you do, everything is personal. Most of the things that we think that people are maybe should influence, people should not influence anything. Everything is just personal. Um, the road, of course, was not smooth. There were times that maybe we could question ourselves because you would go for months and months without winning any competition and question on really why are we doing this. I will say it was a learning process because I started it as a young man, still living in our home. So I had the grace period. And before everything started working out, we had done a lot of projects. So I was very conversant with the lighting. I was very conversant with the cameras. I would know what angles to shoot, everything to shoot. So again, how do we live? Because we can't live on photography competitions alone. How do we earn money? So we started also doing other shoots. We started doing wedding photographies. I would offer wedding photography to maybe friends who are doing their wedding. We would do baby bumps for maybe lady friends who are maybe pregnant. We would offer for birthday shoots. This was just to create our portfolio so that we can now be out there, so that we can now immerse ourselves in the space of photography, that we are available to do this. So after building the portfolio now, we could tell people that we can do this. We can show them that we can do this. So we started posting online. We were very good at posting our photos. We were always online and we started getting clients. And photography now became a business to us. Now it became as a source of income, earning income. I was very happy. I was very happy because I knew from school that maybe this was not what I wanted and this is not what I would practice. But at the end of the day, we have to live. Um, we have to be human. So we started earning with photography. Right now, I can do any type of photography. We started sending out proposals to organization. We started sending out maybe proposal to potential clients, and we won some, we lost some. This journey has always been bumpy, and if it if it's not for maybe having a purpose, then I don't know um what's your driving goal at the end of the day. And for me, I think it's always about making an impact. It's making an impact. Of course, we want to earn money, and at the end of the day, value is on impact also. So the more you increase your expertise on impact, the more money maybe you will get. So what has been the most driving thing for us? I think it's waking up each day and thinking I will make a change in this world. I think that has been my driving maybe thing. Um, just waking up each and every day and thinking I will make a change. I'll make a change in this world. This thing doesn't come overnight. Growth doesn't come overnight. It's our ninth year, almost going to 10. We're still not there yet. I still learn daily. I still watch tutorials. I still watch videos, and the market is changing really fast. So you have to be also fast and adapt to the changes. So patience is very important in this game. Patience is very, 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 very important. And skills are built over time. Rejection is always part of the process. Don't fear rejection. Don't fear people commenting negatively on your images. It happened to me a lot. It happened to me a lot because I was creating real stories from real people in their real environments, and um, people are only seeing the mistakes and not the technical mistakes actually, but the mistakes that are in the photographs. People are seeing them, people are commenting about them. We were trending negatively in spaces. That's just part of the process. Every failure should be a lesson to you, and as a photographer, have a thick skin. It's very important to be professional. It's very important to be honest, reliable, and very respectful to your clients. Um, your reputation is more important than the camera that you have. So photography keeps changing. Embrace change. New platforms, there are new styles, there are new technologies coming. You must be ready to learn. You must be ready to learn and adapt. Do not fear change. Use it to grow. Your journey will be maybe different from mine, and do not make the mistakes that I made. You can skip those mistakes. If you want to see the maybe what mistakes we had as photographers, I have past videos that I've done on that. You can go check them out. You can skip the mistakes. People want to learn from the mistakes. Don't want to experience the mistakes that Dennis Otieno had in his photography journey. You can skip that. Your story should be different. Everyone should have his or her own story. So keep learning, be focused, and use your creativity wisely. Till next time, my name is Dennis Otieno from Spartan Photography Kenya. Follow us as Spartan Photography Kenya in every platform.